A successful life requires that we put in effort into the good things that we are looking for. So get up and be the change agent. Remember, it's your firm decisions that holds the keys to your success. Hi guys, welcome back. Let's discuss ways that we can take control, how we can bust up when it comes to our lives to aid continued growth. Our mental well-being looks at how well we are coping in life, our mental perspective on life. Let's acknowledge the fact that social media is a powerful tool if used wisely. However, I was having a discussion with a few of my friends about the influence of social media in the current generation. And some of the key points that were raised were, why are group chats daunting? Where everyone reads, nobody wants to reply. The anxiety with posting with some people, and the issues with likes, shares, and comments, and questions such as, do you post to please yourself or you post to please others? Because if the latter is the case, then perhaps it makes sense as to why some people take offense if people view their statuses and don't comment accordingly. A few months back down as well, I sat in a sauna room and overheard two guys talking about the pressures of social media to the very detail of how that influenced their decision to get a tattoo sleeve. So when it comes to our mental health, the questions we should be asking ourselves are, what are we feeding ourselves mentally? What are we listening to? What sort of books are we reading to build every aspect of our lives? Do we need to unfollow certain pages? Because social media influences our lives, decisions, our thought processes without us noticing sometimes. I came across these videos on YouTube, and guys, I'll suggest you watch them. TikTok is worse than you thought, and the untold truth about Instagram. And not that I did not know, but it reiterated the fact that these apps are created to keep you addicted. And the reward here is basically the likes, the shares, the comments. And these apps are developed with the business structure similar to that of gambling. So if you don't take notice of these things, it will rob you of your attention span and your time. And we all know that social media is not real. And this is a statement that we all throw about freely. So if we know that social media is not real, why do we still get caught up with social media? Why do we still get caught up with social media? Why do we still get caught up with comparing and contrasting our lives? Why do we still sometimes look on social media and feel as though our lives are not happening? You know, social media makes things readily available, 2 minutes meals. So sometimes when you look at your life and you compare it to the next person, it feels as though your life is not happening as fast as you want. And it makes you question certain things. Social media is now beginning to normalize certain things that were not normal. So it leaves you with more questions rather than answers. So when it comes to social media, we need to actively take control. We need to guard our minds, decide what we allow in, and also understand that some of the best experiences in life are the ones that we put our phones down and we truly enjoy ourselves in the moment. I'm going to say this again. Some of the best experiences in life are the ones that we put our phones down and truly enjoy ourselves in the moment. When it comes to social well-being as well, I remember in my Get to Know Me tag, I touched on the fact that no one is an island and that we need people in our lives. Essentially, what I was trying to say is that you'd be naive to think that everyone is for you. However, we should also identify that we have loved ones who love and support us. So let's open up and acknowledge them, open up to receive the love that they have for us. Not everyone is bad, not everyone is out there to get you, not everyone has a negative agenda towards you. So relax and open up, identify these people, open up to receive the love that they have for you. Some people don't know how to receive love because of various reasons. One might be past traumas, their inability to receive, or the fact that they feel unworthy. And this is something I used to do in the past, where if someone was to pay me a compliment on something I was wearing, the least I should say is thank you and move on, or thank you and continue with the conversation. I'll go off on a tangent and start talking about how it's an old top, you know, I nearly threw it away, it's so cheap, really, to me I think it's this. And all I needed to say was thank you. So I had to take a step back to identify this. And one way that we can deal with this is by drawing from the book, The 5 Love Languages. It will help you to identify how you prefer to receive love. And the 5 different love languages are words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, physical touch, and gift. So if we're able to read the book, it will help us understand how well we prefer to receive love. And that way we can tell it to our relations, our friends, our family, our spouse, which means that they can in turn love us better or love us how we prefer to be loved. And that way we can also receive it how they expect us to receive it, which means that in this equation, everyone is satisfied, everyone will feel appreciated. The second point I also make under social well-being is that this world is a very small world, very, very, very small world. So I would say don't let somebody's experience with the next person influence how you treat others. Get to know people for yourself and form your own opinions, because in so doing, people have entertained angels without them knowing, or it's open up, amazing opportunities for people. So get to know people and form your own opinions. On this point as well, I would say let's make deliberate connections. This year, let's make it a point. Let's make it our motto that we're going to make deliberate connections. People have become so used to social media where, they've become socially awkward. When the need arises for people to interact with people, it becomes socially awkward. People don't know how to behave around people anymore. Friends on social media, strangers in public. So let's make a point that this year we're going to make deliberate connections because it's affecting interpersonal relationships. The fifth point is know where you belong so that you don't go demanding from the wrong people. Wherever you find yourself in life, know where you belong so that you don't demand from the wrong people. Because if something is meant to be, it will be effortless and it will be peaceful. Don't force connection. For your sanity's sake and for your well-being's sake, don't force connection. So read people, read rooms, read things, and know where you belong so that you act accordingly. We can't talk about social well-being and not talk about FOMO, the fear of missing out, which leaves people thinking that they're of a low social rank because perhaps they were not invited to an occasion or because they couldn't make it. And it causes unnecessary side effects where people are, depressed or overthinking or feeling anxious or just feeling generally bad. And that shouldn't be the case. For me, COVID taught me a lot. COVID taught me a lot that life is precious. Life is very precious, but yet very short. You can never get your time back. So actively evaluate your time choices. When it comes to our emotional well-being as well, you control your own happiness. No one can make you happy. No one can make you happy. No one controls that for you. You have to do that yourself. Happiness needs to come from within, from your own self. When it comes to emotional well-being as well, I'll touch on the topic that speak your truth and move on. Don't drop your standards for anything, especially when it doesn't sit right with you, because people will know you for that. Don't drop your standards for anything. Don't pretend. If it doesn't sit right with you, don't do it. The fourth subheading I'll touch on is physical well-being. And I will say that we all know that health is wealth. And I will say that also take care of your body because it's the only place you have to live in. I set myself a goal that every single year I'll run a marathon. So help me God. Last year I did. So this year I'm actively preparing for that. But what I'm trying to say is that if you look in the mirror, do you like what you see? If the answer is yes, then perfect. If not, let's actively work on ourselves in order to, improve our physical well-being. Spiritual well-being as well, I'll touch on the fact that what do you believe in and are you reading enough of the manual to understand how you need to navigate life? As an example, if you're a Christian, are you reading enough of the Bible to understand what God is saying about you and how you need to move in this life? Scripture says that for lack of knowledge, my people perish. So let's make sure that when it comes to our spiritual well-being, we're reading enough of that manual to understand how we fully take control over that aspect of our life. I want to add a bonus one here, and that's the letter S for success. So we've looked at gifts, gratitude, we've looked at effective goal setting, we've looked at how to rise above our fear, we've looked at how to fully take control. Now, I believe once you've done all these things, you would achieve the level of success that you want. So I want us to look at success. And these are basically just questions that I'm going to throw out here for us to ponder over. What does success look like to you? Because if you do not see it, you will not have it. Write them down and be realistic with your time frames. Be confident in yourself and in your dreams, because if you don't believe in yourself, how can you effectively pitch your idea for somebody to feel your passion, your emotions, put themselves in your shoes, to come on board with you to help you to achieve that idea? So you need to believe in yourself, believe in your dream, be self-aware enough and stop asking for validation. Be your own self-critic. So when the next person comes with whatever they have to say, you just take it in because you're already aware. So be your own critic. Give yourself grace and don't be too hard on yourself. Give yourself grace. Be open to opportunities. Always plan. Have a plan for every single thing, but always open to opportunities. And I'll also suggest that you read this book, The 5 Habits of Highly Successful People. This is a very good read. Read that book and let me know what you think. And when it comes to success as well, don't miss a routine twice. Consistency is key. The first time you miss that routine is the hardest. The next and the subsequent ones are easy until you fall off the wagon. And also I'll say when it comes to success as well, stay focused, stay in your lane. Be focused, mind the business that is paying you, and that is for you to be successful in life, and that is what you should be working on. So be very focused when it comes to success. And the final thing that I'll say is that when it comes to success, be patient, P-A-Y-shent. Be patient because success pays. It doesn't happen, at a go, instantly. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of trials, it takes a lot of errors, but in the end, it pays. So when it comes to success, be very patient. So to conclude, my message here is very simple, guys, and it's basically you hold the keys to your life. So decide which doors you want to close and which doors you want to open. So guys, this is it. The gift series is officially over. And if you've not had the chance to watch the previous 2, which is gratitude, effective goal setting, and overcoming fear, I'm going to link them up so you can have the opportunity to. But don't forget to like, don't forget to share with anyone that you think will benefit from these videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys, bye.